Yo, Madhatan Smith. Listen close, because the game is played in the silence between the heartbeats of those who think they are in control, but are actually just parts of a machine they do not understand. To be a ghost in a world of mirrors, you must first realize that the greatest armor is being completely unremarkable to the untrained eye, while possessing a mind that functions like a high-frequency algorithm, scanning for structural weaknesses. A fox never enters a clearing without knowing every exit, because he understands that the hunter is always looking for a pattern. And the moment you become predictable is the moment you become a trophy on someone else's wall. You move through the rooms of power by sticking to the edges where the shadows are deepest, and the acoustic sweet spots allow you to hear the whispers of the heavy hitters without ever having to announce your presence. True street intelligence is the ability to transform your environment into a tool rather than a cage, and to realize that other people's money is just energy waiting for a conductor who knows how to ground the spark. The fox and the ghost, moving through the frame. Being a ghost means your digital and physical footprints are like smoke in a windstorm, which is to say, they vanish the moment they are created to keep the predators guessing. You do not stand in the center of the room where the light is brightest, because that is where the target is painted. But you position yourself near the service entrances and the architectural blind spots. Madhatan Smith. Remember that a fox survives because he is a master of the double back, and he never uses the same trail twice when the scent of the hunter is fresh on the breeze. You learn to speak in codes that sound like everyday chatter to the uninitiated, but carry the weight of 1,000 kilos to the ones who are actually moving the needle in the underworld. Wealth is not about the flash of the chain or the roar of the engine, but about the silent accumulation of land and the strategic capture of resources that the masses are too distracted to notice. 29 gates to the abundant life through OPM and elite access. Public library. Business suites provide the ghost with untraceable high-speed data and access to proprietary market research that costs thousands for the average consumer. University law libraries are where you go to study the specific statutes of land banks and learn how to claim abandoned titles without a lawyer ever seeing your face. High-end gyms and financial districts are the watering holes where the lions speak freely about their next moves, while they are vulnerable and out of breath between sets. 24-hour industrial work centers allow you to operate in the dead of night when the regulatory eyes are closed and the infrastructure of the city is yours to manipulate. Municipal land banks are the literal gold mines of the modern era, where you can acquire properties for the cost of the back taxes and build an empire on forgotten soil. Corporate salvage yards where the heavy machinery of failed giants is sold for scrap price to the man who knows how to fix the gears and flip the steel. Estate sale previews give the fox a chance to sniff out the heirlooms and the hidden wealth of the deceased before the public auction turns into a feeding frenzy. Probate court filings serve as a roadmap to distressed assets where the survivors are more interested in the cash than the legacy of the land. Credit union member boards allow you to influence the flow of local capital and ensure that the loans are going to the projects that benefit your silent network. Research Park incubators provide access to government-funded labs and prototype hardware that you can use to develop your own intellectual property on their dime. Trade show hospitality suites are the back rooms where the real distribution contracts are signed far away from the flashing lights of the main stage. Storage auction. Clearinghouses offer the opportunity to buy the contents of lives left behind, which often include the keys to digital wallets and physical safes. Master lease options allow you to control a skyscraper without ever owning a single brick by simply guaranteeing the cash flow to the tired landlord. Hard money lending pools, where you act as the middleman between the desperate and the wealthy, taking a slice of the interest for the introduction. Barter, exchanges for high-level skills. Let you live like a king by trading your ghost intel for luxury services without ever reporting a single dollar of income. Tax lien certificate auctions put you in the first position to take over prime real estate if the owner fails to pay the city their tribute. Joint venture shell companies are the ghosts of the legal world, allowing you to partner with the rich while keeping your personal assets completely insulated. Sovereign wealth consultancy, where you provide the local street data to global funds that have the billions but lack the eyes on the ground. Escrow holdback agreements give you the power to use the seller's own money as a security deposit for the next phase of the development. Family office scouting transforms you into the phantom hunter for old money dynasties who are looking to diversify into the gritty reality of the streets. Niche, specialized medical infrastructure is where the insurance money flows like a river, and the owner of the land takes a cut of every procedure. Government surplus auctions for heavy equipment allow the boss to buy the tools of industry for a fraction of the retail cost and rent them back to the state. Private club backrooms are the only places where the zoning laws are truly written, and the future of the skyline is decided over a quiet glass of scotch. Foreign direct investment pools allow you to act as the gatekeeper for offshore capital